And the podcast will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, live here on the podcast, Harris Martin. What's up, brother?
That's you? Okay, cool. Hey, I'm good. Thank you.
Oh my God! Now we always do the interview kosher,
Awesome.
which like no script, no nothing.
Yeah.
And the only script I have, I keep telling people is, so what's up?
Wow. All right. It's really no script.
How was your drive?
It was good.
Thanks for coming.
Good.
And the reason why I say
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming over. I've been excited. Of course, I did some, some ocular on, okay, who's Harris?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure after today, a lot of my viewers are going to go, who's Harris?
Yeah, hopefully.
And I was listening to Spotify. Loved what you have there. You guys should listen to you. I'll put the link in the description.
Awesome.
Also, your YouTube channel, Harris Martin Music.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
And I like the comments. Like I was reading comments. You're gonna go big. You're gonna explode. I'm paraphrasing, but these are the things I'd like to hear because at some point in my life, in JJ's life behind the camera, before my band really exploded,
Yeah.
all we had was aspirations.
Mm.
And I was watching you, and the talent that you have and the candor that you have is all there.
Wow.
But on that dance video, why weren't you the one dancing?
You sound like everybody I know in my life right now. Everybody, I swear.
And we've only known each other for what? Like less than 30 minutes.
Seriously. No, that's just my vision for my my latest music I'm coming out with. I just kind of, I feel like I've danced on so many other people's, like songs
Really?
and albums and tracks. Yeah. Created music videos or, been a part of their music videos and everything. And my new vision for my music is I want someone to dance the entire track through. And so far, so good.
And it's not you.
It's not me. It's not me.
Like I had to read the description to, okay, it's not him.
Yeah, it's not me. I do dance though. I've danced all my life.
Are you good?
I like to think so.
1 to 10.
I would give myself an 11. If 11 is 10 is the best,
Wow.
right? Okay, cool.
I'm probably -1.
-1.
And I played the drums. I played the drums.
You have rhythm then at least.
I have rhythm.
There
but
you go.
I
You got
can't
rhythm.
dance. I can't dance, Harris.
Really?
I cannot dance.
I'm pretty sure you could if you had the right teacher.
Maybe.
Yeah, you could. Because you have rhythm. You have rhythm.
So let's go back to you.
Okay, back to me.
Maybe you can teach me to dance. But
Next podcast.
Who was Harris growing up?
Harris was me. I started dancing when I was 9 years old at a Houston Ballet Academy.
So you're formally trained.
Yeah, I like to think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you grew up in Houston.
Houston, Texas.
And then came to Los Angeles when?
Next year, on the 17th, it will be 3 years. September 17th,
Wow.
next month.
Wow.
3 years.
Wow. How is it so far?
Good. It's been a ride. It's been a ride.
Okay, let's go back to Houston.
Okay.
9-year-old Harris
Yeah.
enrolled in ballet.
Yeah.
Who enrolled you?
I just wanted to dance. Like my older sister danced. So I have 2 sisters.
Okay.
I have an older sister and I have a little sister. So I'm
There are 3 of
the
you.
middle. There are 3 of us. I'm the
Oh
middle
my
boy
God.
of 2 girls. Middle child syndrome is very real, I swear.
Tell me
All right,
about tell me about that first.
It's real, man. That's all I can say is that it's real. Talk about the black sheep of the family.
That's you?
That's me. 100%. 100%. That's me. But yeah, growing up, my older sister danced and I danced and my little sister danced. That's just how it all happened.
And then enrolled in ballet class.
Yeah.
When did the singing happen?
Singing happened. I'm a church boy, so I grew up in church.
Non-denominational?
Non-denominational. I really want to say I grew up in black church because I think that'll be a fun thing to say. I grew up in black church, but that didn't happen.
Like the guys,
yeah, I didn't.
Like
all the runs. And I didn't grow up like that.
Oh, okay.
No, we went to Lakewood Church, Joel Osteen.
Oh, yeah.
So the furthest thing from it, not the furthest thing. Let me stop. No, but definitely wasn't black church. But it was fun. It was good. It was where I found God. But anyway, yeah, I grew up in church and I started singing at church. Actually, that's where I started. It was a little before my 16th birthday. I just really felt the urge to like want to join like the worship team at church. And I did that. But before anyone could actually join, which I'm so glad they did this, they wanted to make sure you actually had a heart for Christ, you know?
Right.
And
like not just get up on...
Yeah, it wasn't
because
like
people
that.
actually think you can just get up on stage and perform for the Lord.
Yeah.
But your heart has to be in the right place.
Thank you.
Otherwise, you'd be performing for yourself.
Yeah, and that's what it was. It was all about true worship. It was making sure you actually had a connection with Christ in order to connect with people, you know?
Right.
So it was definitely true worship. So we were reading this book called For the Audience of One by this author, Mike Pavaki. And great book. I read it once a year just to like get my mind focused, you know, like why am I here? Like, why do I worship? What is worship? You know, and the book answers those questions.
So you asked all those questions.
Yeah, for sure.
At 16 or 16 onward?
16 onward, I'm constantly being asked these questions. Ask myself every day, what is worship? How do I live in my life for worship, you know?
Right.
Yeah, because I basically define worship as, man, this just turned into a Christian podcast. But I just basically, define worship as anything that you devote most of your time to. Like, honestly, like if you devote, the book opens up with like, you know, Dodger fans worship, you know, Houston Rocket fans worship, because it defines worship as, you know, everything, most of everything you devote most of your time to. And it's the truth, you know, like what do you devote most of your time to? That holds your attention. That's that thing or that entity, that whatever you worship.
Right.
Yeah. So
now being grounded in that environment did not limit your capacity for creativity.
Definitely not. In fact, I think it opened my capacity for creativity.
And in that regard, with regard to that capacity of creativity, other people might think, oh, he grew up in church. He's probably pigeonholed to this.
Yeah.
I've listened to your secular work, Christian work. I mean, they're night and day.
Yeah.
But they're not offensive.
Yeah, thank you. That's not even a struggle, but yeah, it's not even a struggle.
Because when you talk about love and romance in a secular way, I mean the words used are the words used.
Yeah.
No profanity, but they're the words used. And then when you're worshiping, I mean, it's like you're not. How do I say this? You are not sidestepping your message.
Exactly.
Is that a conscious effort on your part? No.
You know what? Not even. I write my music. I also write music for other artists and stuff too. And I just think it's about, I guess with me, I can't say for everyone, but for me, I just have like two different parts of my brain that I turn off and I turn on without even, you know, like thinking about it or whatever. But before I start writing any type of song, I pray about it, you know? Like if I go into an actual writing session, I pray before I get in there, because it would suck to be in a session for 3 hours and not have any type of creativity, you know? And I feel like I pray before I walk in. So, yeah, I mean, I don't care what we're writing, I pray.
Prayer has always been a part of your life.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, prayer, in LA, why did you come to LA?
Basically, school. I'm going to say school to give my shot at music, actually. So
what school is it?
School in music. I'm at Mount St. Mary's.
Nice school.
Mount St. Mary's.
What are you taking up?
PhD program, physical therapy, DPT.
DPT?
Yeah, doctor of physical therapy.
Speaking of DPT, the vocalist of Michael's band is DPT also.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Richard Del Rosario. Shout out to Richard,
Oh,
DPT.
Wow. Awesome.
I was supposed to take up nursing at Mount St. Mary's.
Oh, yeah?
Ended up not doing it.
Oh, why not?
I don't music.
Oh, okay. Duh. Duh.
So how's that DPT course going for you, doctor?
It's going well in a year. Call me doctor in a year. So it's going well. Seriously. It's
Now,
going really well.
aside from music, you also work with kids.
Yes.
Tell me about this.
I worked with kids who have cancer and who have been cured from cancer, but are still basically having troubles with their AIDS and their cure from cancer, dealing with like radiation and things like that. So my job is to basically get them back up and running again, like get their bones back up and running again. Yeah.
And aside from this, you also run a gym.
Yeah, I'm a director of a gym. It sounds like I do a lot, but I promise you I get bored sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I get bored.
Do you have a wife and kids?
No, I don't. That's why I get bored. I
Okay.
don't have a wife and kids.
Guys,
That's why.
put your comments.
There you go.
Okay, let's dissect each part. Let's start with working with kids.
Mm-hmm.
Is this something that you were forced to do or something you want to do?
So,
How did this come about?
really fun story. One of my first patients, when I first moved here, I was working at a physical therapy clinic. So one of my first patients was a kid who was getting, basically went through the whole cancer treatment and things like that. And
He was in remission?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And so that was my footstep into it. And I didn't even realize it at the time, but that was like my footstep into it. And then school starts a few months later, and what I wanted to study, my dissertation and everything had nothing to do with that. Like,
Right.
it still does have nothing to do
Right.
with that. But now it's just something that I dived into like full force, and I love it.
Was it conviction or was it, hey, after that first patient or that first interaction with that kid,
Yeah.
did the lights go on? I mean,
I want to say yeah, but no.
No?
No. It just happened. Like, it was nothing I even looked for. I
Wow.
didn't actively seek it out. It just happened.
now, how long have you been in this happening?
2 years now.
Wow.
2 years now.
And you're still loving it.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Oh, it's weird. Thank you. Now I see it. I love it. Yeah.
Right?
It just kind of happened. Yeah.
What do you get from it and what do you give to it?
Man.
My mom died of cancer. That's why I'm very
Okay.
yeah. into it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I guess the kids I actually work with, it's kind of like it makes you grow up really, really fast. It makes you grow up really fast. When you're a 7-year-old and you find out that you don't know if you're
gonna go 8.
exactly, you don't know if you're gonna see 8 years old.
Yeah.
But then you get cured, and then you realize the things that cured you actually hurt you more. And then everyone's like, all right, you're done. You're fixed. Praise Jesus, hallelujah. Now go play basketball with the rest of the kids. No, that doesn't happen. Like that can't happen for them. And so I guess just connecting with them on that level, like connecting with them on that level. Like,
You're giving me
understand.
goosebumps. You know why?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, because you're taking DPT, right?
Yeah.
But with these kids, you're actually DET.
Yeah. Oh.
More of like emotional therapy,
Okay,
kind of,
yeah.
no?
Huh. I guess. Wow.
Right?
I'm very fascinating. I'm finding out right now. This is cool. Whoa.
I mean, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for you and what you do.
Thank you.
Now these kids, does it and seeing what's happening to them, does it scare you to have kids and think that
Does it scare me to have kids? Nah.
No.
If my kids turned out anywhere as cool as these kids,
Okay.
I'll be the greatest father in the world.
how
Like,
are
seriously.
their outlook with regard to cancer? These kids,
I mean,
are they different from adults?
I can't tell you yes or no because I've never really worked with adults on this
adults,
level
yeah.
before. Like, I've never worked with adults on this level. all I know is that kids deserve to be happy, and I feel like that's part of my job, you know, is to like make them feel like you're not alone through this, you know?
Yeah.
Like you deserve to be happy, and you deserve to be just like the other kids. Like you deserve to go out and play basketball if that's what you want to do, you know, or whatever. So, yeah.
Wow. Now the gym. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
What I mean, how'd you land that gig?
So I I just got a job at a gym. I got a job at the gym as a trainer, and then the pandemic happened recently, and I kind of took it upon myself to kind of take care of our members on a social media platform, on a contactless platform by doing like online sessions with them and stuff. And it wasn't anything that the owner or current director told me to do. I just
took the initiative.
I took the initiative. And like once we were actually we were allowed to open back up, the owner called me and she explained that to me. And again, I didn't realize what I was doing. I just did it because I figured I want to work out too, and you guys aren't working out, so let me start this online platform for you guys, whatever. And I just did it, just because. And she saw it as me taking initiative, and I was like, "Oh, is that what I did? Oh, okay." And she offered me the director position, so that's how it worked.
So apparently, you have a lot of take the initiative position, and go. Oh, I did that.
Yeah, and that's basically all.
Now,
all my life
how did it happen from being black sheep to being this? I mean, who kicked you in the butt?
Well, it's not even that. I mean, black sheep meaning. It's not even I'm the middle child, middle sibling. I'm the middle cousin.
Okay.
As well.
Really?
So it's funny. My mom's side of the family, they live in Houston, and she has 3 sisters, and so all of their kids are either my little sister's age or my older sister's age. So when we would all hang out every single weekend, it was just like, I'm too cool to hang out with the younger kids, and I'm not cool enough to hang out with the older kids. So I bought a Walkman, a CD player. So that's how my life was, yeah.
So you were kind of the loner kind?
I was the loner, and that's why I don't have a problem with, just like going off. And
these, your cousins, they're all girls too?
No, they're guys.
Okay, but they were younger or older.
Yeah, exactly. They're guys.
Speaking of Houston, Lucy's barbecue.
Lucille's?
No.
Lucy's? Where's Lucy's?
I don't know.
In Houston?
Maybe.
No.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about this. What barbecue place did we go? Maybe I'm missing something. No, Lucille's is here.
Lucille's is here.
What's a nice barbecue place over there? I even bought the sauce. Maybe I'm wrong. It's not
Lucy's?
Maybe. I mean, if my wife is watching this, I've never dated a girl named Lucy.
Sorry. Wow.
But we did a show in Houston. Our producer took us to this nice barbecue place.
In Houston?
In Houston.
Okay.
And, oh my God, the following day, that shooting at the church happened. This was like was this 2 years ago? Last year, 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably you were probably here already.
Yeah.
It was in November of 2018. What's that barbecue place, Jay? Do you know?
Lucy's.
Maybe I'm wrong.
There's the Lucille's in downtown Houston, but they're like Southern Cajun cooking or something.
Oh my God, the best ribs I've ever had. Lucy's? Oh, maybe not.
I don't know. You could be right. I like to think I'm a foodie. But I don't know Lucy's. Because I know, I can't even think straight right now, but the best... Rudy's.
Oh, it rhymes.
Rudy's. It rhymes. Lucy's, Rudy's. Write a song about it. It rhymes. Rudy's barbecue.
Never dated a guy named Rudy's either.
I'm
Rudy's.
sorry to his wife. I apologize.
Rudy's
barbecue.
Yes.
Rudy's is good. Rudy's is good. So when I was in undergrad, I went to UNT North Texas. We had a Rudy's right across the street from campus, or a little bit up the way, I think. But they had like university specials, like for the students. You show your ID, you get like a sandwich and like a bag of chips or something. So I know all about Rudy's, and I know all about their special discounts. So
now, how about this? I didn't know you were from Houston.
Yeah,
I bought this shoes in Houston.
Sweet.
When at that nice mall.
Okay, not from Rudy's, thank God.
No.
Okay, good.
And then I would call these my Sam Smith.
You're Sam Smith?
And my wife goes, it's Stan Smith.
He calls it Sam Smith.
Sam Smith's the better singer, I'm sure. I would hope.
So yeah, Rudy's. Now that you have Houston and you have LA, and wink wink, you came to LA to study.
Yeah, to study music. To study and music. So that's what happened.
But
wink wink.
How is life? I mean, can you compare life in Houston and life in LA?
Comparing life in Houston and LA.
I mean, 3 years is not far apart. You know what I mean?
It's not. I don't know. I get comfortable, and it's maybe because I am a loner. I get comfortable wherever I am. I think my dad calls me Adaptosaurus. I can adapt to like
any situation.
I like to think so. And my dad likes to think so too. But I get comfortable. Like when I first moved here, I found a place. I didn't even know where I was going to live before I started driving here.
You drove?
I drove here.
How many miles?
Oh, a while. A lot of miles. Basically, it took 22 hours is what it should have taken. It took me 20 hours, but 19 hours, I think. But yeah, so I did half the trip, stayed a night in El Paso, and then came the other half.
But you knew that you were going to go to school. That's why you came.
Yeah, that was the plan, to actually start school. But they ended up taking me a semester earlier because someone dropped out of the cohort that they were building for that semester.
Right.
So I was able to start a semester earlier than expected.
Why not take up your DPT in Houston?
So, okay. Once I graduated undergrad, University of North Texas, I moved to South Korea.
Really?
South Korea, I lived there for like 3.5 years. I was in South Korea for 3.5 years. And then I was dancing there.
Do you speak it?
I like to say I'm fluent. Is
it easy to learn?
Yes. Korean is a very easy language to learn. It's extremely easy.
Because my mother-in-law, she loves watching all these Korean novelas.
Really?
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah.
Crash Landing on You.
Yeah, I don't know them.
Oh my God. You should watch those stuff. I'll tell you why. I'm sorry I digress. So she started watching it, and I started watching it with her. And I would write songs. You should start watching. I would write songs over it.
Yeah.
And I got one song actually played in a Korean novella that's being shown in the Philippines.
That's awesome.
But since you speak it,
that's really cool.
You have more advantage over, because me, I'm just guessing.
That's cool. I actually have songs that I've written for Korean artists and stuff.
There
like
you
that.
go. There you go.
I worked there as I was a dance choreographer.
In Korea?
In Korea, yeah.
3 years?
I did there. Yeah, 3 years.
Adaptosaurus.
Yeah.
Tell us about that story. Take your time.
Take your time. Easy story. I went there to teach English, and boom, I started dancing. So that's
ESL,
what it was.
right?
Yeah, I went there to teach ESL, and 3 months into my teaching contract, it was kind of like I met up with this dancing lady, and long story short, I was helping her teach classes, and we ended up like training this team of guys, and they ended up winning big competitions, and we started getting phone calls from people to train other people as dancers, and that's how it happened.
Why did you leave?
My grandmother got sick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Before you talk about, let's talk about grandma later, but let's pause for this word from our sponsor. We'll be back. And we're back with Harris Martin. So, Korea. South Korea, to be specific.
South Korea.
You had to leave because grandma got sick.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a hard... I mean, no, let me rephrase my question.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got the news, what went through your head? Was it time to leave anyway?
No.
Oh.
I was in South Korea. I told myself I'd never leave. Just because it was fun. I was doing what I wanted to do, you know. And,
Okay, so, Mr. Adaptosaurus,
Yeah.
you came there not knowing Korean.
Yeah.
So you... Again, did you have an apartment to live in already? Or was it like LA?
They they found my housing for me. So that was the easy part. They found my housing for me.
Now you're there, bags. We'll talk about grandma in a bit, but
Yeah.
okay, bags down.
Yeah.
I'm in Korea.
Okay, that part. When I lived on Jeju Island, if you know Jeju though. So if you know anything
My mother-in-law
your
probably
mother-in-law.
knows.
Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure there are plenty of novellas about it
Uh-huh.
that take place there. But I lived on this island. It was a great place. But when I first got to my apartment, I cried. I cried that night, and I was like, man, this is what I gave up my life for in Houston. I mean, in Texas, you know, like I cried because I don't think I've ever been in an efficiency before then. And I was like, oh, my little kitchen is right next to my bed.
Like it's
what's going
it's like
on?
wake up and then you're cooking.
I could cook from my bed. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But I mean, like, it wasn't even like a kitchen. I had like 2 burners and they were electric. I was like, where's the gas? You know, I was like really confused.
To our audience in the Philippines, everything is big in Texas.
Yeah, it's true.
Like even the roads are wider.
Very
the speed
true.
limit is faster. Houses are bigger. Backyards are backyards.
Yeah. So this was
Okay, this is the environment that Harris grew up in.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
And then the bathroom, it was just one big room. It wasn't like a tub and a shower. It's just like, oh, I can wet everything. This is great. I like that part. I think I grew into liking that part. But I cried the first night. I was like, this is why I left. This is what I left Texas for. And I adapted. So
The food.
oh man.
Awesome.
Jesus. Oh yes. Amazing.
Awesome, right?
Amazing.
That
Amazing
chicken,
food.
their garlic chicken.
Oh my gosh.
You probably had more bonchon than everybody around.
You have no idea. Like, I'm so serious. Yeah, that's a thing here. Yeah.
Right?
That's a place. It's a real place. Yeah, it's a real place. Yeah. Jesus, the food's amazing. I'm sorry. It's so good.
Let's talk more about that. So, different culture.
Yeah.
This is the first time you going out into the world into a different culture.
No.
Oh, no.
This wasn't the first time.
There's more.
I guess I studied abroad in different places when I
Tell
was
me
in
more.
undergrad. Thailand.
You've been all over the place.
Indonesia.
So do you speak Bahasa?
I don't speak any type of Indonesian language. They have like 1 million of them.
Okay.
That's an exaggeration, but they have a lot, and I don't.
So
speak
why'd you
any.
go to Indonesia?
Study abroad programs? I got to study there.
It's all
Cool.
study.
Yeah, it's all school.
Is there a girl in every place?
What'd you say?
Is there a girl in every?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's study. It's school. There are girls there. It's just school.
Your girl is what I'm.
It's school. Yeah, it's just school.
So now, what? Remember, we have to go back to grandma
Yeah.
because grandma actually stopped you from going abroad.
She didn't stop me.
No, but that
The
situation.
story, yeah, the situation stopped me.
So middle child. I'm trying to get a sense of you. Middle child, loner child, adaptosaurus. When did the bug of traveling abroad hit you?
I think we traveled to like Florida, Georgia, stuff like that.
That's not abroad.
That's not abroad. You did say that. I'm sorry. I missed that word. Whoa. Okay, so I guess when I got to university, when I got to undergrad, I guess the opportunity opened to go to Thailand, and I was like, oh, I want to try that.
You're an inquisitive person,
Maybe.
right?
I like to think so.
I think you are, yeah. Like that curiosity thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thailand came about.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
It was great. It was wonderful. Like, I absolutely
Which part?
loved it.
Phuket, Bangkok?
Phuket, Bangkok, Chiang Mai, and Chiang Rai.
Wow.
Yeah, just those 4 places. So.
4 elephants?
Yeah, that part. Yeah, exactly.
How long were you there?
2 months, I think.
Oh,
it
man.
like an entire 2 months, I believe.
Did you hit up all the knockoff suits and...
Not for me, for my family. I brought a lot of stuff back home for them. I needed their sizes and stuff, so got a lot of stuff for them.
Okay, and then after Thailand, Indonesia next?
Yeah, Indonesia next, and then
Wait, what did you do there?
studied again. It was school.
You like studying?
I took a course. Yeah, I don't know why, but I do. Yeah. I love learning. If I could be a professional student and get paid for it, I would definitely do that. Like, I'm so serious. Like, if there was a job I could like be in school and get paid for it, oh man, that would be my dream job. No joke. Get
Wow.
paid to learn? Why not? Like, seriously.
Now, why did you try singing or dancing in Thailand?
No, in Korea.
No, but why not in Thailand?
So I was just there for school.
Oh man.
I was just there for school. That was it.
How about Indonesia? No, none of those.
No, I was just there for school. That was it. It was when I got out of school, I moved to Korea, and I was like, all right, let me pick up dance again. Not that I wasn't dancing in university anymore, but it was like, now I can actually like do this because the opportunity just presented itself.
So, after going to these schools, you came back to Houston.
Yeah.
Did you pick up a job in Houston?
Yeah, I did. As an ESL teacher first. That was fun. So I went back to teach in ESL in Texas, and for like almost a year, and then I got a job translating Korean. So I got a job as a Korean translator / operations and logistic manager. So that was kind of like my job title. Yeah, that was my job title. At a boarding school. Sorry, I didn't say that part. At a boarding school. So yeah, working with kids.
Right.
So yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah,
there's that
boarding
pattern
school.
of kids
Yeah.
learning, teaching.
Yeah. You know, like, I don't sit down and think about my life like this, but as I talk it out with you, I'm like, oh, wow, maybe that was all the connection all along. Thank you.
Yeah,
Wow.
Thank you.
No,
'cause
thank you.
You're inspiring me. I'm like,
Wow.
I mean, maybe I should travel more.
Yeah, take me with you. Let's go together.
Yeah, I know, right?
You can bring Lucy or Rudy with us. Let's go.
Okay, so let's go back to Korea. 3 years is a lot. 3 years is a lot of days.
Yeah. It's a lot of days. Yeah.
Almost 1,000 days. Now,
Math. There you go.
so when you were there, this was in what? 2000 and what?
I left to go there 2011. I left to go there 2011. Yeah.
Were there tensions between the North and the South?
You
You don't feel it in Seoul, right?
don't feel it there, but there were times my parents called me and were like, "Are you okay there? We're hearing all this
Right?
stuff on the news." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm at dance practice. Let me call you back." So it's like that, you know. But yeah, that's just how it was. That's how it was. Like, you don't feel it when you're there.
And you're close to the demilitarized zone.
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah,
and the reason why this is me being curious, no?
yeah.
Because I've always wondered. I have Korean friends, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're going to Korea now." And they're like, "Yeah, why? What's wrong?" And this was when Kim Jong Un was having all those the Rocket Man times, and I'm like, "Really?"
Rocket Man. Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, it's cool."
Yeah.
I'm like, "So, can you define that part? Because you were there."
Yeah, I guess I don't know how the media blew it up. I don't know how the media blew it up because I was there, and it's not like it wasn't bad for us there. Like, it wasn't bad for me there. So that's just it. It just wasn't bad for me there. I don't know if I was just oblivious to everything, but me and my circle and everyone else I saw in the streets just looked like they were living their lives, you know?
Like in Tel Aviv, our common friend, shout out to Moshe. he would tell us people would have coffee every single day in Tel Aviv. And all those rockets coming from the other side are just, rocket.
Wow, it wasn't that bad. We didn't have rockets coming over.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. Is that what they told you guys here?
Yeah.
Oh, no, there were no rockets being dropped.
No, not really rockets.
Okay,
but no. But,
Okay.
but, I mean, the projection is always worse than what it is.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Wow.
I think so.
Now, what was the highlight of your stay in Korea? Why am I seeing an Asian pattern?
I don't know, man. I swear.
Thailand, Indonesia, Korea, and now you're in the Philippines.
Now I'm in the Philippines. What? Now I'm in the Philippines.
Now you're surrounded by Filipinos.
Wow.
There's a future here.
No. My highlight was working with a band named EXO, like working with a group of guys named EXO.
Boy band?
Yeah, boy band, like choreographing stuff for them, and actually that was my biggest highlight.
Nice.
Yeah, because I tell people now, I choreographed this video for them. What? You did that? I'm like, oh, you know me, good. What's that kind of thing, Tell your friends about me, like that sort of thing. But
so you never tried starting a career in South Korea?
I did my own thing as far as like music and stuff like that, and have produced.
Now I understand why. Okay, guys, when you go to Harris Martin Music,
okay,
you'll
ahead.
You'll see the Korean characters.
Yeah.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Ha.
I wrote songs in Korean.
Now
I wrote
it makes
songs in
perfect
Korean
sense.
for other artists and for myself and stuff like that. So, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna put a call. You should be big already.
Oh, thank you. I think so too. I think so too.
Okay,
Wow.
but maybe. Jay, can you look up? Is it Keith Martin? Keith Martin. Wait, let me see. There's this. See, my name might be wrong again. There's this producer.
Lucy's Rudy's Keith.
Wait, let me see. Keith Martin, producer, because he made it big in the Philippines. By the way, yeah, American singer-songwriter
Okay.
Keith Eric Martin. Yep, what did he write? It's on Spotify.
Oh yeah.
Because of You. Yeah, have you heard that song?
No.
Let me go to the middle part. This became a movie in the Philippines.
Really?
This became a cover song in the Philippines.
Oh well.
I mean,
That's awesome.
he went there
Yeah.
and made a career over there.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
I was listening to your song. I told you, right?
Yeah.
What was that song again? Would you be on the guitar track of tears?
Tracks of My Tears.
Tracks of My Tears.
Sam Cooke. Yeah.
That's a nice rendition.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow. It's one of my favorite songs to sing too.
That's a nice rendition. Love it.
Thank you.
Okay, so now you had to stop being in Korea because grandma's sick,
Grandmother got sick.
and right there,
Yeah.
fly back.
Exactly.
Why didn't you?
It took like another 2 months or so, but I flew back.
You flew back to Korea,
Yeah, I flew back to Texas.
to Texas,
Texas, yeah.
and did you have to say goodbye to Korea for good?
Not for good. I still take trips there. I was there, 2 years ago, I think?
Okay.
2 years ago, I went back.
But then
years
again,
ago,
you didn't
yeah,
pursue it anymore. I mean,
Not Korea.
after that chapter of your life, you
Yeah,
closed it, and you moved on.
I didn't close it. I met people there that I'll never stop talking to. Like, I met my best friends there. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And so, like,
yes.
I go back to visit them. They come here to visit me, you
Right.
know? So, yeah, that's, yeah, but I won't close that part of my life. Like, I can't. I met too many great people there.
Now, did you know that you weren't going to live there for like longer than than the time you lived in Korea?
Okay. There was another reason that brought me back to the States
now
as
we're
well. Now we're
peeling
getting
the
to
onion.
the nitty gritty. Okay, I will tell you this part. It just wasn't grandmother. I ended up getting sick in Korea. I had appendicitis.
Ooh, did it explode?
That turned into peritonitis as they were taking it out. It exploded over my intestines. And so I was in the hospital for a little bit over a month, I think. It felt like a year, but I was in the hospital. In Seoul? Was I in Seoul? No, I was on Jeju.
Oh, Jeju.
So
okay.
I was in Jeju. I lived in Seogwipo, which is like the country part of Jeju.
Nice.
That was, not anymore. It was. But I was in the city, like I was in the upper half of the island. But so they transferred me there and to do the operation and stuff like that. But I was there for like almost a month, I think.
Wow.
And being
again alone
in the I had friends.
Yeah.
Like I had friends, and let me tell you, when I told my mom and dad what was going on, they were like, "We're coming." I was like, "No, why? Like, they come and watch me sit up in the hospital? That's not cool. Not to me. It shouldn't be cool to you either." But and I didn't want them to worry or whatever.
Right,
but I had friends. They basically lived at the hospital with me. Like seriously, take rounds, take shifts and stuff. But like I said, those are the people. That's why I can't ever cut out Korea. Like, that's why I can't cut out South Korea. But, so I was in the hospital for like a month. But after being there in the hospital, dealing with, after seeing their standard of health codes and stuff, I was like, yeah, I'm out. That's it. I'm gone. Like, a fun story. One night, there was a nurse that came in, like, trying to get blood from me, and I'm not sure what type of medicines they had me on. I was feeling lovely, but the nurse walks in, and she's, like, trying to get blood from me, and she's, like, trying to find a vein, and I swear, this is not an exaggeration. She must have poked me at least 14, 15 times, like, trying to find a vein and could never get one, so finally she goes down to my foot, in my feet, and she like finds a vein or whatever, and she puts it in or whatever, and I like feel her, like pulling the needle back. So I'm like, oh, thank God. And I'm like almost out of it the entire time, like aware of what's going on, but not really able to like move or whatever, And so she takes the blood, and when she pulls the needle out, all I hear is, ooh, 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 like that. And so I don't know what's going on because I can't like, move or like make out what's going on. The next day, can I give a shout out to Willow? Okay, so the next day, my best friend in life now, Willow, she comes to visit me, and she's like, oh my God, what happened here? And I was like, what are you talking about? And I look up, and there's like blood splatter all over like the curtain or whatever. And I was like, what happened? And I was like, oh, I think that was the nurse last night. And she goes, and she just left it there? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. She's like, wow. Okay. So it looked like a murder scene.
I know.
Like it looked like a murder scene.
Like a scene from Dexter.
That's my show. Yes. Yes, that's my show.
Look at the blood
splatter analysis. Yeah, but that's how it looked. And she's like, what happened? I was like, oh, I think it came from the nurse when she tried to find a vein, and she took it from my foot, and all I heard was, ooh, 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 and this was, ooh, 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 over the curtain. So
it is the first ooh.
That was ooh, yeah, the second. That's exactly what happened, I'm sure. So, yeah, so after that and grandma, I'm out. So that's what, being someplace sick, it's not.
I mean, that's an eye-opener, right?
It was like, this can't happen again. I got to go. So that's what happened.
Wow.
And it was funny because I remember being in a lot of pain, and I remember like talking to the nurses in Korean, and I'll be like, "Oh, he sounds so cute. He's speaking Korean." I'll be like, "All right, we can't do this." Like I'm literally like, I feel like death. Like, can we stop doing that?
First of all, just having your appendicitis is already owie.
Yeah, it was owie. I didn't even know what was going on. I rode my bike to the hospital that night.
Oh, that's like even worse.
3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, this isn't right. I'm going to the hospital. So that's what happened. I rode my bike there. It was great.
Dang.
It was great. It was good.
Okay, so back.
Soldier, man. I'm a soldier.
You definitely are. So back in Houston, you figured out, I'm not going back. I'll probably visit, but I'm not going to live there.
Yeah.
And then what?
I wanted music to happen. And I didn't feel like it would happen in Korea. I didn't feel like it could happen in Korea. So
When did LA come to your radar?
I told myself for an entire 3 years when I was in Houston that I'd move to LA.
Wow.
I told myself I would move to LA. It took me, my best friend now, his name's Hung. I met him for the first time in Houston when I was on a first date with my ex-girlfriend. So he owned a boba tea shop or whatever, awkward. And he meets us at the door. It was Halloween night. He meets us at the door with a Jason mask and a machete. Full machete, like a real machete, not like a plastic thing at all.
A real one, huh?
A real one. And I was like, wow, we're going to be best friends, So that's what happened. We ended up like talking, me and my ex-girlfriend. We were like, she wasn't my ex then. She was my girlfriend then, because that would be weird. But so we talked for like hours and hours or whatever, and we just clicked, And so he moved here for school for an entire year, and he would always tell me, Harris, you need to be in LA. You've been talking about it for so long, you need to be in LA. Like, you need to be in LA. And I was like, Hung, I've got this really awesome job now working at this boarding school. They pay for my housing. It's so good. I'm speaking Korean to people. Like, I'm translating for people. It's a great job. And, I'm flying to LA for meetings and stuff like that. It's a great job. I love it. And he would always say, Harris, you need to come to LA. You need to come to LA. And something went wrong in his program or whatever. He moved back to Houston, and I think maybe like 4 or 5 months later, he moved back to LA. 2 weeks after that, I ended up moving to LA because Hurricane Harvey hit. I quit my job, and I had nothing else to do there, and I was like, oh, time to go to LA. Wow. So that's what happened. It was Hurricane Harvey and me quitting my job. So
disasters in whatever shape or form makes you pivot to another chapter of your life.
It's funny because I just had this conversation the other night, maybe like 2 Thursdays ago on my I do like this men's prayer call thing or whatever, Zoom now. But we were talking about it too, how like, how do you react when God tells you to do something? And it's like, I think I was kind of I don't know. I honestly felt like God was telling me move to LA like this entire time. But I was like, but God, this job pays me so much money and I'm so comfortable. Oh my God, they pay me so much money. I'm making big boy money now. This is cool. And I'm not dancing for it. Like, this is good stuff. Like, I love it. And I get to sit in an office. This is so much fun,
You get to travel.
I get to travel.
Great. Paid for.
I don't have to sweat. Like, it's so much fun. And I feel like Hurricane Harvey. It's like, oh, well, I quit my job. Hurricane Harvey hit. What do I do now? Hey, I have nothing else to do. Let me do that thing I want to do for the last 3 years,
Now, your parents, they're both still around.
Mm-hmm.
How supportive were they of you?
Very. Or not at all. I don't even know how to answer that. It was just like, oh, you want to do that? All right, cool.
Really?
It was cool.
Ever since you were a kid?
Yeah. Ever since I was a kid. Like, I don't know. I think me and my older sister, we just like did things. Like, they didn't really make us do our homework, but we were like first place in, like science fair and stuff like that. We just did them because we knew we had to do it, and we just kind of excelled in things. Yeah.
But it wasn't required for you guys to excel in things.
It wasn't required. Like, my parents weren't on us like that. They weren't like on us like that. I have Asian friends now, and they talk about their Asian parents, and I was like, always on them. I'm just not my parents. Like, not at all, And I graduated, like, summa cum laude when I was in, undergrad and everything, my master's program and everything, too. And they never, like, I guess we were just good kids. I don't know. I never had a curfew growing up because I think my mom, like, trusted me. She knew I wouldn't do anything to, like, ruin myself. Like, dance was kind of like my life, And she's like, he's not going to do anything to mess that up.
Drugs.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't do anything like that to mess that up. Like, not at all.
So you had a good disposition in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did that come from? Church or parents?
Maybe both.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe both. Hopefully both. Hopefully both, yeah. Like,
they might be watching,
Yeah. Ouch.
Pick your answer.
Yeah. Very.
Wisely.
Wisely. But yeah, no, definitely. It came from both, I would say. Of course, they taught us right from wrong and things like that. But like I said, they taught me right from wrong, and I never wanted to do anything wrong.
Right.
Like, never. I don't know why. But I just never did. Yeah.
Dang. Let's talk music.
Cool.
let's talk music. So you're here now.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like we were talking off cam, 2020 was supposed to be our year, right?
Yeah. Everybody's here.
But God had other plans. We'll talk about that when we come back after another word from our sponsor. We'll be back. We're back with Harris Martin. So you know what? YouTubers, everybody says the word so. Now that's going to be inside in your reticular. Notice everybody's going to say so. Okay. So 2020 was supposed to be our year. Mm-hmm. It's not. What's your plan?
Why is it not our year?
I mean, music-wise.
Yeah.
We were supposed to,
Yeah.
my band Intro Voice, I guess everybody had plans.
Yeah.
But God has other plans.
Yeah, definitely.
How did you deal with the pandemic when it came?
I loved it. So
Yes, Mr. Loner Adaptosaurus.
you mean I can stay inside and not have to do anything? Oh, thank you, God. Oh, man, yes. I get to eat food. Oh, man, yes. No, I started shaking. No, but really, I did enjoy it. Like, I enjoyed it. I do this thing like in the fitness realm. I usually compete during the summers and things like that. And because I used to compete, I get like sponsored by certain companies or whatever. So I have these photo shoots to do every once in a while or whatever. So I was getting prepared for like all these photo shoots to shoot for different companies and things like that before the pandemic hit.
Right.
And then once it hit, I realized that everything in my life started to like cancel. Was it like March 15th? I think like governor came on in California and said, everything's shutting down or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it really didn't hit me then. But all I was thinking, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I don't have to go to school tomorrow. Let me close my book. So that's what happened then. And I think it took me like the next 2 days or so when things just... producers, photographers started calling me, we're not going to be able to do this or do that. And I was like, so I don't have to be on this diet right now? Okay, I'm going to order a pizza, and it became like that because I had gotten down to like not even low yet, but like March 15th, my body fat was low because I was getting ready to start shooting and stuff like that. And once I found out I didn't have to do that, I gained 15 pounds during the pandemic, like within the first 2 months, I think. Within the first 2 months, 15 pounds. 12 pounds, exactly, 12 pounds.
Now, how are you able to, discipline? Like, I guess in May, before Mother's Day, I had an acid reflux attack. And so I had to change my diet from eating all these greasy food to oatmeal, yogurt, and stuff. Lost 15 pounds.
Awesome.
But I've kind of gained half of it back. You, as a trainer, health buff, how do you discipline yourself? Like pizza and then no pizza, and then pizza, no pizza.
You have to have a goal in place.
Okay.
I have to have a goal in place. That's the only thing that.
Please enlighten us, because what advice can you give me and them? Because my BMI right now is at 25.8.
Okay.
That's not good.
Yeah.
I got to be at 24 or 23.
Okay.
And sometimes JJ behind the camera, he was like, I think I'm healthier. And I go, why? And then we checked his BMI, it was like at 22.
Wow.
And that's his bragging rights. I'm like, okay. But how? Tell me about goal.
I have to have a goal in place. I can sit here and say that I eat healthy all day long, but I don't. I'm addicted to gummy bears. I have a really huge sweet tooth. I'm addicted to gummy bears, but I know like my shoots, if I don't look a certain way for a photo shoot, I lose my sponsorship. That's my goal. Like I need the sponsorship. I need this money. So that's how it works.
So but at a given time you'd rather eat the gummy bears.
Yeah, no, of course.
Than lose the fat.
I'd rather go to Rudy's. Yeah, seriously, no joke. I'd rather eat food. I'm a huge foodie. I love food. I love food.
Hey, dang.
But yeah, so that's what I did during the pandemic. Like the first 2 months of the pandemic, I ate.
But you still look good right now.
I began to lose stuff.
Why?
Now. Why? Because
there's no sponsorship.
I looked in the mirror. That's why. No, in the gyms. Wait. And the gyms reopened again. The gyms reopened, so I'm able to like. And I told you I started the whole online fitness stuff. Yeah.
So when you looked in the mirror, you're like, oh shoot.
Yeah. I used to have abs. What happened? So that's what happened.
Okay, so now let's talk about that. Pizza, calories. Look in the mirror. Oh shoot. What's the next step? No detox?
Yeah. No, there was no detox. It was just a diet. I know
the
what
following
I do
day,
for competitions.
Okay, the following day, what did you do?
I do this thing where when I don't eat healthy, I don't typically eat vegetables. And that's pretty much what it is. Like, I don't eat my broccoli. I don't eat my cauliflower. And I'm telling you, once I add that stuff back in, it's better for my body. Like, I know it works for my body. I wasn't on any particular diet when I was, on, not during the pandemic or whatever, but it was like, okay, I probably shouldn't have a bowl of ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was just like, just little things, just little things. I have this trunk in my place, in my living room, that I would do all my online workouts on or whatever. Like whenever I need to do like elevated lunges or whatever, put my foot up there on the trunk, and do my lunges and stuff, all these people watching or whatever. And, I told one of my friends, I was like, hey, you want to see what's in that trunk? And he's like, what's in it? And I opened it up. Reese's, gummy bears, Snickers. He's like, you work out with this stuff? It's like, yeah, it's what keeps me motivated. But it's really sad. Oh, I hope you guys aren't watching this. So that's what's in that trunk. It's still there. I replenish it a lot.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that's my trunk of like goodies. I'm addicted to chips and salsa. But little bits of that stuff isn't bad for you,
Little bits,
yeah,
like
little
baby
bits of
bites.
that stuff thank you. It's not bad for you. It's just during the pandemic, I wasn't having baby bites, My
big boy bites.
Peanut butter cup, thank you, turned into a whole 5-pack, like 10 5-packs. I kid you not. Well, that's how it is. I love Reese's too.
I love peanut butter.
Oh, yes.
Like when I have my acai bowl. Mm-hmm. Oh, please glaze that with peanut butter on the top.
I love you, man. Yes. That's exactly right.
So this workout thing, did you do this because you were dancing, or did you, I got to go to the gym.
Yeah.
How did it go? How did it happen?
I wish I could say it was because I was like lifting girls and stuff like that, but it wasn't even that. It wasn't that, because I really didn't start that till like.
Because in some Korean, in some videos, you were skinny. I'm not skinny, but you looked like more like a dancer.
Yeah. Because I'm sweating, I'm not lifting weights and stuff like that. It's just mostly.
But on Spotify, guys, you see a hunk. Like when I showed your picture to my wife, she was like, "Ooh," I go, "Ooh," because she saw the title of the song, or you saw Harris's bod.
That's funny.
Two different. Like I was like, is this the same guy?
It's actually a struggle right now. My next track I'm releasing soonish. I don't know if it should be a topless photo or a shirt on photo. I don't know.
Go topless.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Is it a Christian song?
No.
Go topless.
Mom, Dad, he told me to go topless for this one, so I got to listen to Paco. So this is it. Okay. It's done. Done.
So, how did you transition from dancing to going health buff? Because age, because when you were younger, faster metabolism, plus you were dancing.
Yeah.
Now you're not doing that.
University, I still dance a bit. I still dance now. But,
Keyword, a bit.
A bit. Well, no dance studios are open now in the pandemic, so I really can't do what I want to do. But gosh, I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? How did I start? How did I get into working out?
Yes.
So a friend in university got me into working out. Actually,
really,
so that's what happened. Yeah. He also he planted the idea in my head to move to South Korea too. Once we graduated,
okay,
planted the idea in my head. So that was it.
because I have a gym membership. I always tell myself I'm going to work out.
Yeah.
I go there, I get on the cardio machine, and then I look at the weights and I say, tomorrow.
Do you go back tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh,
to do the cardio.
To do the cardio again.
And then I look at the weights again. I go, tomorrow, stay there. I'll be back.
That's good. Do they stay there?
Yeah.
Oh, good. They listen to you. That's perfect. I'm glad they listen. That's awesome.
I haven't lifted them though.
I'm very glad they listen to you. That's perfect.
I mean, maybe the procrastination really sucks. But you, when you set out to do something, you really go out to do it.
Yeah.
Easy.
I guess so.
Is that a habit or is that?
I'm the kid in school when we got a project that was due a month later. I wanted to start on it that night. That was me.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if it's
I just did.
Because JJ has heart attacks with me. He's like, are we using the new camera? Yeah. Are you gonna set it up now so we can practice it? I'm like, no, there's no guest. So you're gonna set it up when the guest arrives? Yeah. And learn it when the guest is there? Oh boy. He's like you. He's like,
yeah, you're more like me.
He's like,
You're more like me.
When is the camera coming? Tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. I want to learn it. When's the guest coming? 2 weeks from now. Good. I have 2 weeks.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
Talk to me about that mindset.
I don't know where it comes from. My older sister was not like that when we were in grade school. She would wait for the last minute to do things.
But she's like you at the end result, right? You guys are up there.
Yeah, like she would start on a paper that she had for an entire month, work on it, start it the night before, and make an A on it. That's her. I don't trust myself with that.
Wow.
Like I like to manage my time. Dude, if you saw my calendar, but I really like to manage my time. And yeah, I can't wait for the last minute to do
Perfect
things.
example when Harris arrived tonight.
Yeah.
Checked my calendar. And then after that, there in 5. Oh, I'm here. Okay, wow, on time.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Well, thank you. Well, thank you.
Me, I'm like, my son goes, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Kalen. He's like, Dad, he lives with his mom. He's like, Dad, can you bring me my gift? Sure. Can you come at 3 or 4? I'm like, I'm still at work at that time. And he's like, I know. I'm just saying that because you'll probably come at 6. So he knows I'm always late.
2 hours later. You're 4. Your 4 is 6.
Yes.
I get it. Yeah.
But, okay. Talk to me about your calendar. I want to know. Because, I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
You're fit. You're disciplined. You're an adaptosaurus. You can't be an adaptosaurus without structure.
Structure. I like structure. I like when things go according to plan.
But what if they don't?
Man. Boy. Oh, boy.
Your butt cheeks go.
You have no idea. Yeah, I'm that guy.
That's when I'm like, give me.
Exactly. That's where you come in. That's
why me and JJ,
yeah.
we're like Mutt and Jeff or Yin and Yang, because he's like, we're not doing that. I go, why not?
That's so funny. Why not? Why not? Why are we doing that? Why not? I get that.
So, when we started Paco's Place, he's like, no script? No! What are you going to ask? I'll know. And then you have Mike and JJ holding hands. I don't know what he's up to. We'll see. But it works. Well, it works for me.
Yeah.
But I want to do what you and JJ behind the camera are doing. Because you guys have a system. Like, when I go to his house, there are sticky notes, and I'm like, what the heck are those?
Sticky notes. Yeah. Yeah.
You do that too? No.
Yeah, I do sticky notes.
I have what's called somewhere there.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Wow.
It's somewhere there.
Somewhere there. Okay. There.
Okay. Now, with this type of methodology, are you OCD?
No, I'm not OCD. I have clients who are OCD, so I know exactly how they work. That's not me at all. Are you OCD, JJ?
I think he's borderline OCD.
Really, a teeny
Yeah.
bit? Oh, okay.
You know, he had this. Very smackable. So he's the keyboard player of the band, and me, I'm just this somewhere there kind of guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a thought. Excuse me. Okay, thanks, Jay. When I leave, I look back. He's putting on his handkerchief with some nice alcohol. He starts wiping his keyboard and makes sure that everything is in the right order. That's it.
Is that OCD or is that just safe?
Oh, so you're that guy too?
No, well,
Yes.
I'm not OCD. I'm safe. I'm going with. That's what I'm going with.
Put it in the comments below, guys.
I'm safe. I'm safe. That's what it is.
Okay, so there's that commonality. Okay. I get you now. No wonder we get along.
I'm safe. Just what it is.
So you are the person that will prevent me from falling off the cliff.
Yes.
And I'm probably the person that will get you moving
Yeah.
closer to the cliff.
Closer to the cliff.
I got it. Yeah. So, how about love life? After that ex-girlfriend?
After that ex-girlfriend, we've just been
busy studying?
Yeah.
Whatever.
They've just been girls who were friends. That's it. Just girls who were friends. No, like, real.
When do you intend to settle down? Is that planned or is that something that will happen?
I'm hoping it just happens like everything else just happens in my life. Honestly, I guess I just never really thought about it. But my older sister, my little sister just got married.
Oh, congratulations.
My little sister just got married.
Shout out. What's her name?
Mariah.
Shout out. Congratulations.
Yeah, so I love that girl to pieces. She just got married in February, right before the pandemic. Good job. When I could fly to Houston. It was great. But yeah, so I'm honestly hoping it just kind of falls into place because right now, music, school is a priority right now. Like, that's just it.
You know that based on experience, if the music isn't established and the girl comes in, that could go haywire, right? That could go south or east-west, but seldom north.
Yeah.
Because the girl will want the time that should be for the music.
And that's what
And the last thing you want to hear is, maybe it's not for you. Ooh.
Yeah.
I heard that once.
It's terrible. Yeah.
Ditched the girl. I ditched the girl. And then, when we were big and famous, I was so tempted to go back to her and tell her, see, never did that anymore. I just moved on.
See? That's messed up. That's messed up. I'm kind of glad you weren't that petty, Paco.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of happy.
But don't you feel the pressure? You're getting older.
In my head, I'm like 15, yo. I'm not getting older. Like, seriously.
Plus, this year doesn't count.
Yeah, this year doesn't count at all. My birthday was before the pandemic. Though,
really?
So that's
February?
like 22nd.
Oh, I'm happy belated happy birthday.
Oh, that's so late. Thank you.
But still, you know, when you watch this on February to 2021, you're going to go, oh, he greeted me again. Happy birthday, Harris. I know you're watching.
That's the funniest thing I've heard all day. That was great.
That's so meta, right?
Wonderful.
That's so meta. Like you're like
so
watching me, watching you, saying happy birthday to you right beside
so
you.
Awesome.
And you want to greet you?
And it was planned. That's cool. I like it. I'll put that in my calendar. Watch that Pacos Place interview you did. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. When I call you on the 22nd,
yes, please.
don't be like, why are you calling me?
I'll put that on my calendar. Let me put that on my calendar.
Look at him. I got him to use his calendar.
I know, right?
You're welcome.
I'm going to use my calendar now.
You're more than welcome.
February. Harris Martins. People, if you're watching, don't forget to put a comment if you're watching on February 22.
Add it to your calendars too, guys.
You know, like, if I were you, listen to his music and all that stuff. I'm putting it right now. February. I'm in October, December, January. February 22 falls on a Monday.
That's so funny. That's
Set
hilarious.
alarm.
I love it.
Set alarm to, because I'm going to greet you. Happy birthday. I have your cell phone number.
I love it. There you go.
7 a.m.
He's scheduling a message
Done.
to send February 22nd.
Done.
That's
See?
so perfect.
I got it.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm going to get one birthday greeting on February 22nd.
Most definitely.
That's awesome.
Now, let's talk about...
So awkward.
Hey, Harris.
Who's this?
Happy birthday. Go ahead and swallow your water. The people listening to us.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow.
All right. Now, so there's that. Let's go back to you now being a doctor of physical therapy.
Gotcha.
What is there a career path for that?
Is there a career path? Like for me? Or like for
you? In general, I know there is.
Yeah.
But for you?
Right now, it's my fallback plan. It's my fallback plan. Honestly, I want music to happen very badly. I don't like to admit that to people because I just like everybody else in LA, you know? Like I sound like everybody else in LA, I think. But I really want music to happen. But I feel like I have enough things. One of my friends last weekend just explained to me that I have enough under my belt to be able to say I want music to happen, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's what he made me realize that. And I'm like, oh, well, thank you. So,
Okay. Isn't it maybe because the safety net is preventing you from really taking that big leap?
what big leap are we talking about?
All out. Music all out.
Like, what do you mean all out?
All out. Like,
There's not a lot you can do in the middle of a pandemic, guys.
actually, correct. Wait, no. This is the time where you're planning the release of every single.
Yeah.
Planning
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
which songs go to an album.
Yeah.
Limited edition vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to producers
Yeah.
about doing a show. You know what? I'm going to put this out right now. If we do a show next year,
Mm-hmm.
I'll invite you to be on the
Oh.
on the bill. Huh?
Yeah. Wow.
A lot of Filipino audience would definitely fall in love with you. I know.
want that to happen. Can we get that in writing? Or is video good enough?
Video's good enough.
Video's good enough?
Oh,
Okay,
definitely.
good.
This, like
Good.
expressions
It's
and all.
binding.
Oh yeah. You know.
If you guys edit that out, I swear, I will come back and hunt you down. I will come back and hunt both of you. You too. I know how to work the cameras now. I've been working for 2 weeks. Let me go back. No.
No, seriously. I mean, oh my god. Like, can you imagine that going all out with the music, getting ready for 2021.
Yeah.
What if you needed to do a thesis and you had a show? What would you pick?
The show. I would pick the show.
Nice.
I would pick the show. Definitely.
What if God calls you and tells you, "I want you all for me"?
What does that mean?
I mean, sing for.
Then
Like
I'd have to send another disaster. I'm just kidding.
You mean Lord Christian Contemporary? Can't use the word baby anymore?
What if I just take my secular songs and change all the words from baby to Jesus? That works.
Baby Jesus?
Baby. Or just baby Jesus. Oh, wow.
Yeah, but yeah,
That's
right?
so funny. Yeah, like honestly, if I felt God,
What Would you say no?
Say no to God? Not on purpose. I wouldn't do it on purpose.
You'd probably do a Jonah, huh?
Yeah. Bring the well, God, because is it you? Oh, no. Let's see. Yeah.
But yeah, he's got a sense of humor, you know?
That's scary, though.
Right?
It's really scary.
I'm just throwing it out there. I mean,
Yeah.
like, just, I'm really fascinated about your journey. And I'm like, what if after all of this, you know, you being exposed to all these kids, touching all these kids' lives and all that stuff, right? We'll talk more when we come back after this break. Harris Martin, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back. And we're back. Did your expression change? Right before the break, there was that nice...
Maybe. I think it changed.
Harris Martin. So, if you were to define your life up to this point, you're not an evangelist, but you're an ambassador. You've touched a lot of people's lives. You probably don't know how many. Probably a lot more than you think. I mean, how would you define you?
Man, that's such a hard thing to answer. It's a hard question. How would I define me?
You seem so selfless. You seem to have this passion for the world, not just in your own little bubble. I mean, that bubble has been burst, Harris.
Yeah.
You've burst that bubble a long time ago.
I know. How do I define me? I get comfortable. Like I know what I want to do. Like I know I want to do music. I know I kind of want to do school, and that's my life right now. My life is music and school, and of course Jesus. That's my life. Those three, but
Pick two.
Pick. I don't want to.
You're on camera. This is binding.
Jesus and music.
See?
Jesus and music.
Was that hard?
No, not at all. Not at all. But I feel like there's been such a big investment in school,
Right.
Private universities are not cheap.
They're not.
No, they're really not. So there's been like such a big investment, not just money, but time
Of
and
course.
Effort and things like that too.
And did you ever think that maybe you should have, what if you channeled the energy and the resources to music as opposed to school?
Is
it scary?
No. Okay. I have in my head, I have ways to do music in ways. In my way now, me and my team, we've got some pretty big jobs. Like we've got some pretty big stuff. Like we have 2 songs on the latest Mariah Carey album that 2 years ago, I think. Caution. So we have 2 songs on that on that album. That's like the biggest thing I think we've ever done. But that in itself is just like, okay, I have songwriting credit for this stuff. I want people to start taking me seriously,
Right,
for the
right.
like from the company, you know what I mean? And the only way to like get that for them to take me seriously is for me to like gain a following or whatever. And that's what I'm working on now. That's what I'm working on.
I think it'll happen.
Yeah, because thank you. I hope so. But that's what I'm working on now, just to like get a following for them to be like, he wrote this song for this person. People listened.
Okay, what song did you write for Mariah Carey?
8th grade and GTFO.
They're all on Spotify.
Yeah, they're on Spotify. 8th grade and GTFO. So me and my team, we wrote those.
Like, how does one get to commission to be commissioned to write a song for Mariah Carey, a big artist?
So Sony, I work with some producers and engineers at Sony, and we have a team. I work as the writer, and the session singer. So that's my job. I write the songs, I record the music, the demo. So that song was shelved. Those two songs were shelved for like 3-4 months.
Wow.
3-4 months. And then ASCAP just kind of puts money in your account out of nowhere. And you're like, oh, what happened? So it's that kind of thing. So shout out to ASCAP. So, yeah.
Especially the benefits.
So,
my dental benefits from ASCAP, by the way.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. But yeah, so that's how that happened.
Like they didn't tell you that, Harris, Mariah just picked up your song.
It wasn't even like that. It wasn't
so
like
the
that.
publishing company just...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I realized that's the way the music industry works.
Now, do you like the way the music industry works?
I mean, from my perspective, from where I am now, and just keep paying me to do stuff, I'll do it. So, yeah. But I would like to be. I want shows. I want to perform.
Yeah.
I want to perform.
That's where you get the following.
I want to perform. Yeah, I know. I want to perform. And I had all these shows planned for this year, and it did not happen because of the pandemic that happened. So,
how do you write songs? What instruments do you play?
I play a little bit of keyboard, a little bit of acoustic guitar, for music or whatever. But I play the djembe as well, just for fun. So
have you written a song on a djembe?
No.
Okay.
That was a fast no. Nope. I don't know how. Well, you write songs on drums.
Roger Taylor did. We Will Rock You.
Okay, there you go.
Good question. Have I written a song on... No.
You haven't?
No. Although me and JJ are the opposite. He's a keyboard player.
Yeah.
But I like messing with the keyboards and suggesting different lines on the keyboards.
And then he'll clean it up.
And then he does the same thing. I'll play a drum beat. He's like, I go, what? He's like, do this.
Gotcha. Okay.
So most of my drum parts are his. Most of his keyboard parts are mine.
I got it.
Something like that. But, okay, so you write with an acoustic guitar and keyboards. Mm-hmm. I've seen you play the acoustic guitar in one of your videos. I like that.
Thank you.
You should do that often.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, because not a lot of R&B singers use an acoustic. Most R&B singers are
keyboards and
on
stuff
a keyboard.
like that,
right?
Thank you. Wow. Thank you.
I mean, think about it. Because normally if you're on acoustic guitar, you're Keith Urban.
Yeah.
Or Tim, who's that? Tim McGraw? Is it playing country music?
Yeah.
But no, you were like just mellow on that guitar.
Yeah.
Keep doing that.
Wow. Okay.
You never thought about it that way.
Write that down. Yeah. I'm just not a great guitar player.
You don't have to be.
Yeah.
That's where you have session artists doing that. But imagine the spotlight shining down on you.
Yeah.
Your roadie giving you your acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
The girl's going, you know what song he's gonna play.
Who needs a show when I have you here? This is great.
It's called visualization.
I love visualization now.
I used to do that when I was a kid, and my mom would throw water on my face.
Really?
Because I'd be, wow.
Yeah.
But everything's a vision,
Yeah.
like even this whole Pacos Place thing.
Yeah.
Started with a vision, and I was able to sell the vision to Michael and JJ.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, okay, whatever. Okay.
Okay, sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now here it is.
Yeah.
And the plan is to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger to help artists.
Definitely.
And that would be it.
Wow.
Okay, so that's that. Now you're writing songs. 2021 might be a good year for live performances.
Yes, definitely.
You're dropping a new song. By the time this video is shown, that song might have dropped.
Hopefully. Yeah.
What's the title of the next song?
All Night Long.
All Night.
Long.
All Night.
It's a dance song.
Mm-hmm.
It's about dancing.
It's not a Lionel Richie All Night Long kind of thing. Huh?
Nope.
That's why we say all night long. All night.
All night. Yeah, nope.
Slow. the title of the song again?
All night long, Paco.
You're not dancing. Serious face. You're not dancing on this song, on the music video.
I don't think so.
You really keep yourself out of the camera.
No. My thing is I want to help other people too. My thing is the guy who did the last single I put out, Put It On Me. He's a dancer. I feel like he should be out there more. You know what I mean? And he doesn't have a lot of, professional, choreographed stuff or whatever. It's like, hey, you want to shoot something professional with me? And that's what it was. It's like, I want to put you in this video.
Nice.
Or whatever. And
He was good.
He's really, really
Even the moves,
good.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, I wish I could take credit for that. I wish I could say I choreographed that
So
for
he
him.
choreographed it?
Yeah, that was all him.
Imagine that.
That was all him.
Imagine that. You wrote the song, he wrote the dance.
Yeah. Yes. That's my vision for the upcoming, at least during the pandemic. That's my vision for my pandemic music. Ooh, I like that. Pandemic music.
Pandemic
this is
music,
good.
right?
Yeah, but that's my vision for my music I'm putting out during the pandemic.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about All Night Long. What's it about?
It's about dancing all night long.
And then who did the arrangement? You?
No, I didn't do the arrangement. My producer did. Sergio De Onda. Shout out to Sergio De Onda. Perfect.
Shout out.
Yes.
When you say producer, because we've always produced our own songs now. But here in the States, it's very different because like my friends would go, yeah, I met up with this producer. And I'm deer in headlights when it comes to that until I found out that, oh, you give a song to a producer does whatever magic and gives it back to you, and it sounds so different. It has a spin to it. That's my perception. What is it?
Okay, sometimes. I don't work like that though.
Okay.
But I know with Sergio, I work with two guys, Sergio and Dylan, and I work with other producers too, but we're like friends, like
right.
we know each other, So Sergio he wrote this track, and I don't write to track a lot. That's not what I like to do. But like lyrics to, music that's already there. I don't do that a lot. But when I heard this song, I think I just finished recording something else with him, and then he's like, "Hey, I want to see what you could do with this. If you want to take it over a week or whatever." And I was like, "No, let's do this now or whatever." And I wrote part of the song that day or whatever, and it's been a while since then, but I was able to like perfect some of the lyrics and everything. But yeah, so that's how I wrote this one, and I really, really like it. Like I really, really like it. It's good. I think it's good, and this is something we wrote like 2 years ago. I think, yeah, like 2 years ago we wrote this, and now it's like it's time to put it out there. I went back and changed a lot of stuff, but now I feel like it's ready now. It's ready now. Yeah. You Are You.
That's another song on Spotify
Yeah.
that I like.
Thank you.
Felt blessed listening to that song.
Oh man, thank you.
When did you write that song, and what was the inspiration? I mean, I know what the inspiration is, but what inspired you to really just go all out with regard to that song?
The bridge to that song, it's not because of what you do, it's because of who you are. Adonai, Jehovah Jireh, the Messiah, you are God, Lord. And my response to you is praise forever, forever, forever and ever. That bridge was something I came up with when I first moved back to the States, out of Korea. Yeah, after Korea. And it was just a bridge that I would just, it wasn't a bridge then.
It was a prayer.
Just something. It was a prayer. It was something I would sing in my quiet time. It was something I would sing, like when I would pull up my guitar just to worship. Like it's just something that I would start off worship, like sessions with or whatever, like that's just something that I always started with. And it dawned on me one day, I should probably write a song around that part, like around that. And it's a simple song. Like it's so
the lyrics
simple.
are so
because I wanted it to be like true worship, not thinking about a bunch of words or anything. I wanted it to be worship, because I can write a song with a bunch of words, but the verses, we worship,
Right.
worship you. Like, that's just it.
And you never hid the fact that it was a song about God, for God.
You mean, did I hide it?
I mean, nowadays, other Christian
Yeah.
artists,
No.
they'd hide like, you. Okay, who are you?
Yeah.
But you were very profound. You described it, and
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hide. Father, Spirit,
Right?
God, one.
right?
Yeah, so you can't hide that.
You can't go, baby, because if you
Father, Spirit, and Son. So, yeah, you can't hide that.
Mm,
There's
that
no
was-
hiding it.
when I heard that part, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
because nowadays, like Christian song, I wrote a Christian song.
Oh, I get that 100%.
Let me hear your Christian song.
Yeah.
Whatever, that's a song for your girlfriend. You just
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
and
I
that's-
don't want to be that guy.
And you are you,
I don't
you,
wanna
you are you. The song he wrote.
Yeah.
That's not a girlfriend song.
Yeah, definitely not.
Takes guts to write a song like that nowadays.
Yeah. But that's me. That's me living in my truth. Like, I love that. I love, like, being able to, this is me. Like, that's me. It's just a part of me. We're not one-dimensional. Like, we're definitely not.
So why not come out with two faces of you?
Wow, that's cool. Wait, two faces of me? Is that what you- okay. Okay.
Nice, no?
That's nice, really.
Because there's nothing offensive with your secular songs.
Yeah.
It is what it is, and there's nothing offensive with your
Yeah.
CC contemporary Christian music
Yeah, yeah.
songs.
Like a Sasha Fierce, Beyonce type thing. Are you
Yeah.
turning me into Beyonce?
No, turning you
Okay.
into you.
Oh, thank you.
Turning you into
Thank you.
Harris Martin.
Thank you.
Right?
No, but
but
yeah, I mean, like I said, we're not one dimensional. I don't think God wants us to be one dimensional.
and you're not.
Yeah.
You're DPT, musician, songwriter. See,
I think I'm those things.
I mean,
think I'm those
and you excel in everything you do. Listen to his songs. Come back to the podcast. Put it in the comments below. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be blessed. You guys are going to be inspired. Oh my God. Especially, like you're a trainer. All Night Long is a dance track.
Yeah.
It would be nice to do your online training to your songs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's going to have to turn into that because Facebook, where we do our online trainings and stuff, they're shutting us down for using copyright music.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
So it's like, why y'all got to be so picky? Like, come on. Let me use my Rihanna, you know?
Exactly. You know what?
That's
You
so
know what
mean.
my wife and I did?
What?
We bought a Peloton.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, after pressing buy now,
Uh-huh.
what the heck did I just do? That was like a $2,800 investment right there.
Do you have it now?
No, it's coming.
Oh, it's coming. Okay.
And every day she's like, did you cancel it? I go, did you want me to cancel it? No, you try canceling it. You'll see. I'll cancel your show.
No, don't do that. We like this show. Wow.
I love you, baby. Just messing.
I
But
can't
no,
take your
but she's like, because she wanted this nice, just a simple bike. She
Yeah.
goes, baby, can you get me a bike from Amazon?
Yeah.
Because of the pandemic, right? And I go, okay. So I got the bikes. And then for some reason, how they creep up on you, those pixel by the internet. They're like, buy a Peloton. I'm like,
All them cookies.
uh-huh.
That's what happened.
And then there's Nordic track on the other side. You didn't. Sheesh.
Pelotons are good, though. Pelotons are good.
So what can you say about spin cycling?
I teach cycle.
Really?
I teach cycle. Yeah. Shout out to Get Sweat.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Get Sweat.
Yeah.
Am I gonna lose weight? on that
Yeah,
machine?
man. Definitely. 100%. There's so much you can do on a bike. So much you can do. When you watch the videos on your Peloton, you'll see.
Okay.
You'll definitely see.
Wow.
Yeah, you'll definitely see.
So now, what would you advise people who want to go into music?
What would I advise them?
Young kids. I mean, because me, I did not finish school. JJ, just like you, finished school, never used it, but he's got a degree.
Wow. That was shade in its finest. That was he threw a tree at you. That was like, wow.
Like sometimes he would show me his diploma. I'm like, have you ever used it? You've gone through life okay, right? Without it, right?
Oh, wow. That was great. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, I would say he's a successful songwriter.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what'd you take up again? What'd you take up in college, Jay? Humanities.
Humanities. Wow.
And I'm like,
Wow.
did you ever use it? I haven't seen you become a counselor of some sort or anything.
I'm pretty sure the music is.
Yeah.
The music is.
So what would you advise kids?
Counsel. Is it too cliche to say like follow your dreams, follow your heart? But no.
Is that what you did?
Kinda.
Kinda. See, I'm peeling the onion. Remember what I said about 5 minutes ago? Rewind it, Harris. Watching it on February 22, 2021. Rewind it. Actually said, go in full force with the music.
Yeah.
If you want your followers to follow you 100%, they want to know that you're in it 100%.
Definitely.
Okay, let's go back to what would you advise the kids?
I think one of the greatest pieces of advice I've gotten from anyone was, and it confused me when I heard it for the first time. It confused me for like the next 5 years. Hopefully it does the same for you. But when it comes to like your dreams, your passions, if you have any doubt about it, don't do it.
Amen.
If you have doubt, don't do it. And that confused me.
It did?
It did confuse me. Because I'm like, well, I'm just like fearful. Why would you tell me not to do it, you know? But if there's room for doubt, then like you said, you're not passionate about it. That's not your true passion. If you have doubt, that's not your passion. Don't go full force over anything that you're not that passionate about. And so if you have any doubt about it, don't do it.
With regard to your legacy, all these kids whose lives you've touched, I mean, you may not be aware that you are building a legacy with these kids, and they probably know you not as your other facets, but who you are to them, right? But how would you like to be remembered, or what kind of mark do you want to leave
With them?
with everybody, with your family? Because I've only interacted with you for this short amount of time, and I'm very impressed already.
You've already promised me showtime with you.
Of course.
This is great.
Yeah.
We got that on film. All right. Yep. My legacy. I don't know. What I would leave with my family, what I would leave with the kids would be different. Honestly, the kids, I just want them to know that they need to believe in themselves. Like, they have to believe in themselves. Because someone, even if it's just me, like, I believed in them enough, to actually want to be around them, to help them. But I don't waste my time with people. Like, that's something I don't do. I don't waste my time with people. Time is too short. And my thing is, I see value in them, and they need to see value in themselves as well. So if you don't value yourself, how can you value anything else,
Yeah.
It's kind of how I see that. So they have to value themselves. They have to.
Wow. And with regard to your family, are you confident enough to actually say you've made them proud?
Now, yeah, for sure. They brag about me. I'm not sure why, but they do brag about me. But it's funny. But I think I made my mom and dad proud. And my sisters, too. they'll like tell people, "Oh, my brother wrote this song on the Mariah Carey album." And they'll be like, "Oh, he wrote Caution? No, not that one." "Oh, okay." It's like, what? Mariah, my little sister, said that to me, actually. "You wrote Caution? No, not that one." Oh, okay, cool. It's like, what? I'm still excited. But no, but yeah, they're proud of me. Proud of me.
One step at a time, right?
One step, baby steps, man, baby steps.
I mean, you've done something we haven't done.
Yeah.
That counts for a lot. I mean, you've done something most of us haven't done.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, exactly.
Harris. Like, I'm actually very excited. Tell your story, you know. So, Martin Rivera, one of the biggest acts in the Philippines, and probably all over the world with regard to the Filipino community. You bring Martin Rivera anywhere in the world, you'll have an audience of at least 2,000 to 5,000 people. Okay, big star. He came on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Came on the show. We were never expecting that. And I told him, you know what, Martin, we'd like to thank you. And of course, we'd like to thank his son, Robin Rivera, a good friend of ours, for inviting his dad to be on the show. But we invited him and he said yes. And when he was where you were seated, we actually said your presence legitimizes not only the show, but all the guests that will come after you and who've come before you.
Oh, wow.
He's good friends with Brian McKnight, by the way.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
they're like,
Yeah.
yeah. Look him up later on. And he was very humble, very encouraging. And, you know, to have that stamp and me looking at you and me excited for you, and I'm sure the audience are, we gotta get your followers up.
Yeah.
What's the message to your fans and your future fans?
Listen to me. No. You hit me with all the hard questions, man. Message to my fans.
Remember, this is commitment.
Definitely. I want to be true to you guys through my music so you guys can be true to yourselves.
Nice.
And that's the truth. Like, hands down. I want to be true to you guys through my music. Yeah.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap it up there. Harris Martin. Look him up. All the links are down in the description below. And we expect more of you. We'll invite you back to sing a few songs, huh?
Awesome. Perfect. I'm down.
And that'll be one awesome step.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to his YouTube channel. I'll post it down there. Support his music. Support the community. Together, if we grow together, we can change the movement.